So they will be knowing about it. Anyway, I'll just go through the basics. So here we'll have something called as principal. That is very important. Principal is something which is, it's basically the money which is lent to or borrowed from someone, or it is lent out for someone for certain period. That we will call it as principal, or alternatively it will be called as sum, SUM, sum. That also it will be called. Then we have interest, which is nothing but the extra money paid. It is basically, interest is extra money paid for using somebody's money. Okay. So when we say simple interest, I mean basically interest, we have two types of problems. That is, one is simple interest and another one is compound interest. Simple interest, basically we use the interest rate same across the years. Even it is for any number of years, we will use the same interest rate. It will not change. So it will remain common across the different time periods. So that's what is called as simple interest. Compound interest is basically adding the simple interest to each year and then using it as a principal. Okay. So basic concept, I think you will be know, simple interest can be called as like PTR by 100, PNR by 100, PRT by 100. These are the basic formulas which are used. So it is called in called by different names. Some people call it as PTR, some people call it as PNR. So all in same. P is basically the principal, R means rate of interest, T means time. Okay, you can type it as PRT by 100 or PTR by 100. Both are same. Even you can use it as PNR by 100. N means number of years. Okay, either ways you can use. That's absolutely fine. So we should remember this formula. Simple interest is equal to this PRT by 100. Alternatively, we can use the same formula to calculate the other quantities here. For example, if we have to calculate principal, and if suppose in the question simple interest is given, rate of interest is given, time is given, then we can change it accordingly and reorder it and calculate principal. Same goes with rate of interest also. We can reorder it and rearrange, and then we can calculate rate of interest, and same with time period as well. How many years, that we can calculate. Okay. So simple formula, simple calculations. So let us get started with our first problem for tonight. Yes, here comes the first problem. Sum of money at simple interest rate amount to rupees 815 in 3 years. Okay. The sum is basically the principal is asked here. Okay. If you observe the question, sum of money at simple interest amount to rupees 815 in 3 years and in 4 years. So basically what is happening here? We have got simple interest. Okay, just a minute, sorry. We have got simple interest for 4 years as how much? 854. So basically for 4 years, how much we have got? 854 is the money, is the total amount. Sorry, it's not only the simple interest, it's the amount 854. And for 3 years, the amount becomes 850, which means the amount when we subtract from 4 years to 3 years, when we do the subtraction, we get 39. So basically, simple interest for 1 year, simple interest for 1 year is equal to 39. 39 rupees is the simple interest for 1 year. How did we get this? We have this already. A sum of money at simple interest amounts to some amount. This amount becomes 854 in 4 years and 815 is in 3 years. That is including principal and simple interest. So we just do the subtraction. We get the simple interest for 1 year. Now here, since it is this 815, this is for 3 years. What we can do here, we can simply calculate the simple interest for 3 years. This is for 1 year. If SI we calculate for 3 years, this becomes 3 into 39. And 3 into 39 is 117 rupees. So this is the simple interest for 3 years. Simple interest for 3 years. If you observe, for 3 years, our amount became 815. And we have actually simple interest 117, which means the principal sum will be the total amount including the simple interest minus the simple interest. Okay. So which is nothing but the sum is equal to the total amount in 3 years, 815, minus the simple interest 117, which is nothing but rupees 698 we get. So rupees 698 is the right answer here. Yes, Swanatha, you're right. It is rupees 698. Perfect. Very good. Perfect. I hope this part is clear. Since this is the first question, the concept is clear. Explain once again. Okay, no problem. No problem. I'll explain it once again. Observe carefully. Here, what is happening? If you observe a sum of money, for example, some amount is there, X, we don't know what is that amount, plus simple interest amounts to 815, which means it becomes 815. Some amount of money was there. After 3 years, it is becoming 815. And the same amount after 4 years, it is becoming 854. What it means in simple interest, every year the rate of interest is same. Every year the simple interest will remain same. So because of that is a hint for us. So what we do, for 4 years we have got 854, and for 3 years we have got 815, which means we have 1 year gap here. So we can find out the simple interest for 1 year. So if you do subtraction, this 39 rupees will come. So this 39 rupees is actually the simple interest for 1 year. Okay. But since we have this, the first money we have it for 3 years, what we'll do? We will calculate the simple interest for 3 years. So when we say 3 years, what we do here? We simply multiply this simple interest for 1 year into 3. If you multiply this into 3, we get simple interest for 3 years. We get this. Okay. Now, when we go back to the question, in the question it is given, it becomes 815 in 3 years. Okay. So this 815, it becomes in 3 years. We have to remove the simple interest. If we remove the simple interest, we get the principal amount. Okay. Or you can rather say, we can also say it like this. For example, new amount maybe is equal to, we can say like this, new amount is equal to the principal plus simple interest. So basically, principal was not given, simple interest was not given. We had to calculate new amount. So what did we do first? We first tried to find out the simple interest. How? Using this relationship. For 3 years there is one amount, for 4 years the one amount is there. So we did the subtraction. We got simple interest for 1 year first. Okay. Then we multiplied by 3. We got the simple interest for 3 years. Then new amount is already given here. New amount is given 815 after 3 years this is. So we substituted this new amount 815. Then simple interest came this side, it became minus 117. We got our principal amount 698. I hope this is clear now. Is it clear, Hamdan Khan? Okay. So you should basically remember this point. Yeah, thanks for confirming. New amount means principal plus simple interest. Okay. New amount means always principal plus simple interest. Okay. Fine. Let's move to another problem. Yeah. Mr. Thomas invested an amount of rupees 13,900 divided in two different schemes. Observe the question carefully. Mr. Thomas invested an amount of 13,900 divided in two different schemes, A and B, at the simple interest rate of 14% and 15%. So basically he has invested in two different places, which means his total principal has been divided into two parts. Okay, so let us go step by step. So observe carefully. His total principal, you can take it as P, is nothing but it is divided into PA and PB. Okay, so what is the total principal he has? Invested an amount of rupees 13,900. So his total principal was 13,900. Okay, since we don't have this principal amount, we are supposed to find out. We will take one as X, for example. We will take this principal A, that is the principal invested in two different schemes, A and B, as PA and PB. So principal invested in A, we will take it as X as of now. Okay, so what happens here? PB, X plus PB is equal to 13,900, which means PB is equal to 13,900 minus X. We will send X this side. PA becomes X, which means PB is equal to 13,900 minus X. Okay, this is one part. Now, what else is given? Rate of interest is given. That is rate of interest for scheme A. This is for the first scheme, it is 14%. So rate of interest for scheme A is 14%. Same way, rate of interest for scheme B is 11%. Okay, and what is the time duration? T, we will try to find out. T is also given. So T is how much? 2 years. Okay, and it's given total amount of simple interest is also given. Total amount of simple interest is also given. That is 3,508. 3,508. Now all we have to do is substitute these values in this. We have to simply substitute. Since there are two different schemes, he has invested his money in two different schemes. We have to take both the schemes and then add up. For example, simple interest of the first one will be P into T into R by 100. This is for scheme A. Same way for scheme B also we have to write and we have to add. So scheme B also PTR by 100. Together this will become total simple interest. That is nothing but 3,508. Okay. Is it clear so far? Is this clear so far? If it is clear, next part will be understood. I hope this is clear so far. Can I have some messages on the chat? Okay, great. Fine. Now you observe. PTR, this is for the scheme A. Scheme A, then it is for the scheme B. Now, scheme A, what is the principal? If you observe, it is principal A. It is actually we have taken it as X. So I'm going to put X here. Into what is T term? 2 years. I will write 2. And what is R for the first scheme? RA. First scheme 14%. I will write it 14 divided by 100. This is for the scheme A. The principal is X because we don't know what is the principal amount. Term T is 2 years given. Rate of interest 14 is given divided by 100 plus. Again, for the scheme B, what is principal amount? PB is equal to 13,900 minus X. So we will write 13,900 minus X. This we will write it in the bracket. Into what is T? Again, it is 2 years. Into what is our rate of interest is given for scheme B? It is 100. It is 11%. 11 divided by 100. Okay. Is it good so far? So far good? If it is yes, because I need to erase it and because we don't have enough space here on the screen, I have to erase this and do the next steps. Okay. So I'm just going to clear the screen and do it. Continue. again on the screen. All right, fine. So I'm erasing it. Yes. Now, what happened here was, for example, scheme A, we had this x into 2 into 14, that becomes 28x, because x into 2 into 14 is 28x by 100. Okay, just rewrite it once again. So this was x into 2 into 14 becomes 28x by 100, plus this side we have 13,900 minus x into 2. So that will be written as 13,900 into 2 minus x into 2 into 11, which was 22x, again divided by 100, is equal to, right hand side we have this 3,508. Okay, when we have the same base, we can take LCM as the same 100, and this will get multiplied here. So numerator we'll write straight away now. Numerator is, because we have the same denominator, we don't need to worry, there is no LCM here, it's just 100, that's it. So 28x, this minus 22 will come here, minus 22x, plus this 13,900. When we multiply 13,900, we get 13,900 into 2, we get how much? We get here just 13,900 into 2, we get, this is 13,900 into 2, right? Yeah, into 22, sorry, 13,900 into 22, we get 3,05,800. This one, this part, 3,05,800 we get, is equal to, these two hundreds are in the base, they get multiplied here, cross multiplication. So this becomes 3508, then followed by 2 zeros, because this 100 is getting multiplied here. Okay, 350,800. Here we have 28 minus 22. 28 minus 22 will become 6x, is equal to, this will come this side. So it will become, this will remain here, 350,800 minus 305,800. And what is the value we get here? When we do the subtraction, we get 45,000 here. So 6x is equal to 45,000. X is equal to 45,000 by 6, which will give us, on dividing, which will give us rupees 7,500. Okay, which is rupees 7,500 as x. We know x means PA, but here in the question they are asking the amount invested in scheme B. That is the question. Amount invested in scheme B. We know very well PA plus PB is equal to this total amount 13,900. Therefore, PB is equal to 13,900 minus this amount 7,500. So when we do that part, we get 6,400 as the answer. So PB is equal to 6,400. That is option A will be the right answer. Okay. I hope the concepts are clear. Calculation you can do anyway, no problem. But you should understand the concept. Understanding the concept is more important here. You should understand the concept. That is more important. Drop me a message if you have understood the concept. Just message yes or no if you have understood the concept. No, is it? Okay, no problem. I'll repeat it again. Don't worry. Don't worry, we'll repeat. Okay, since I've got one no, I'll just repeat it once again. Okay, observe carefully. What do we do here actually? For example, they have told Mr. Thomas invested an amount of rupees 13,900 divided into two different schemes, A and B, which means his principal amount is divided into two schemes like PA plus PB. PA plus PB total amount is 13,900 total amount. Okay. Since we don't know the principals, we took PA as X, which means PB will be is equal to 13,900 minus X. This is the principal for PB. And rest everything is same. For example, rate of interest for first scheme is 14%. And for the second scheme, it is 11%. T is already given 2 years. That is also same. And total simple interest is given 3,500. So what we did, we simply used PTR by 100. So for example, first case, P means X into T means 2 and R means 14. So 2 into 14, 28, 28 into X, 28X divided by 100. This is for the first scheme. Plus second scheme. We know second scheme, the principal amount is nothing but this 13,900 minus X. This is the principal amount into, again, time is 2 years. So we multiplied here 13,900 into 2. This gets multiplied. Okay. So this gets multiplied here. Minus X was there. So X will remain like this. Because we have 2 and we have rate of interest 11. This is PTR, T into R, 11 into 2, 22. 22 into X, 22X. We get 22X here. Okay. So this basically this 22 will multiply to this 13,900 minus X. This will be something like this. 13,900 minus X is the principal for the second one into TR. T means time, 2, rate means 11. So 11 into 2, 22. First we multiply 13,900 by 22, that I have written here, minus X into 22. So 22 into X, 22X it becomes. Okay, divided by 100. Then on doing the simplifications, you will get the answer as X. We get the value for X, rupees 7,500. X means PA, that is principal amount. Okay. Then PB means 13,900 minus X, that is 13,900 minus 7,500. That is PB is equal to 6,400. Okay. I hope it is clear now. Hamdan Khan, Anwar, I guess. Yeah. I hope it's clear now. Okay, great. Yes, there will be. We'll come to that also. Okay. As of now, listen to me carefully. Since what we do is initially, basically, we want to teach you completely the basic methods, because the basics should be stronger first. Okay. If the basic concepts become perfect, then we can go for the shortcuts. Otherwise, what happens if we teach some shortcuts in the beginning itself? The students will get confused in the application oriented questions, because the questions will be different. So what happens if you don't know the basic concept, then straight away you learn the shortcut, then it's going to be very difficult in the examination. Okay, that's the reason why first step is to understand the basics and learn it properly. Then next step, you can study the shortcuts. There are a lot of shortcuts for all type of problems. Hopefully we will cover some shortcuts in our sessions also. Do not worry. Okay. Here I'm taking time and explaining you in complete details is mainly because so that you understand the basic concept from where that came. You should know that. Okay. Fine. Great. We'll move to the next question. Come on. Try to observe now. A sum fetched a total simple interest of rupees 4016.25. It means simple interest is given. SI is equal to, it is given total simple interest of 4016.25. 4016.25 simple interest at the rate 9% per annum. 9%. It means rate is given 9%. In 5 years, time is given 5 years. What is the sum? Sum means we have to find out P. We know that the formula is simple interest is equal to PTR by 100, or we know if we have to calculate P, so P is equal to what happens? This will go on top. So it will become simple interest into 100. This 100 will go on top. Divided by this TR will come down. Observe carefully. Since we have to calculate principal, this 100 will come here. It becomes SI into 100. Then TR will come down. Divided by TR. Now we will substitute the values. 4016.25 into 100 divided by TR. What is T? T is 5, R is 9. Okay. So on doing the substitutions, for example, if you do the substitutions, it's quite easy. You can very easily calculate. For example, since we have After point, we have two decimals and we are multiplying by 100. Okay. So you can straight away, it becomes 401625 divided by 45. So if you take it from 45, then it becomes, we get 8,925 as the answer. So principal will be rupees 8,925. Yes, perfect. Very good. Very good. Very good. Correct. You're right. So this is the answer. Okay. I hope this was quite simple. Simple problem. You understood the concept simply? It's quite simple. Just alternating the formula here. That's it. Okay, great. Thanks. Let's move to the next problem. How much time will it take for an amount of rupees 450 to yield rupees 81 as interest at 4.5% per annum? Okay. So let us, how much time, which means they're asking time. They want time. Time we have to calculate. What is given? Amount of rupees 450, which means P is given already. 450. To yield rupees 81, which means simple interest is equal to 81. And interest rate is also given, which means rate is given 4.5%. Okay. So let us calculate. We know the formula. Simple interest is equal to PTR by 100, which means we have to calculate T. So T is equal to this 100 will go on top again. Simple interest into 100. Now P and R will come down. P and R will come down. What is the simple interest? 81 into 100 divided by what is P? Principal amount 450 into interest rate is 4.5. 4.5. Okay. So if you observe carefully, actually here you can say 4.5 is there. So what you can do, 4.5 is nothing but you can write it as straight away 45 by 10. Again, this 10 will come on top. So this will become 81 into 100 into this 10 will come on top, and down you have 450 into 45. 9 5s are 45, 9 9s are. If you do it this way, you will get the answer as the time is asked, right? So time is, you get 4 years as the time here. So you get 4 years is the answer. Yes, right. Very good. Very good. Perfect. Asfiya Sultan Anwar. Yes, right. Perfect. Quite simple, right? Again, quite simple. All you have to do is just write down what are the things given. Then easily you can solve. Okay. Okay, great. We'll move to the next problem. Yes, come on, try to see now, try to observe. Reena took a loan of rupees 1,200, which means that is the principal amount, rupees 1,200 with simple interest for as many years as the rate of interest. So this is a trick here. It says the principal amount is 1,200 rupees. Okay, and she paid rupees 432. That is also given already. Simple interest she has paid is 432 as interest rate at the end of the loan. What is the rate of interest? They are asking us to find out rate of interest, but they have given one hint here for the simple interest for as many years as the rate of interest. So they're telling rate of interest is also R percentage. The number of years is also R. So we have to take rate of interest as R%, and time is also R. That is what they are telling. Okay. So let us substitute this formula. Let us substitute. Okay, SI is equal to PTR by 100 again. SI means how much? 432 is equal to P is 1,200 into what is T? T means R they are telling. T means rate of interest, same. And R means again R divided by 100. Here if you see 2 zeros get cancelled. R into R on the right hand side we have R square. This 12 will come down here. This side it will come down. So 432 divided by 12. So when we solve this, 12 3s are 36. Then you have again 72, 12 6 are. So we get r square is equal to 36, which means r is equal to square root of 36. That is r is equal to 6. So rate of interest is 6%. All right, very good, perfect, correct. So rate of interest is 6%. I hope it's quite clear now. It's going easy way. Finding comfortable now? Very good, perfect. Great. We'll move to the next question now. A sum of rupees 12,500 amounts to rupees 15,500 in 4 years at the rate of simple interest. What is the rate of interest? We have to find out rate of interest here. Okay, there are some hints given here. Okay, what is the hint given to us? A sum of rupees 12,500, which means P is 12,500 rupees. P. Okay, 4 years is given, which means term is 4 years. Okay, now rate of interest we have to calculate. We need PTR by 100, that is SI, which means we should calculate simple interest also. Simple interest means, I told you, new amount minus simple interest, nothing but you can say new amount minus principal. You can say principal, or you can also say old amount. Okay, to keep a shortcut, you can say new amount minus old amount. What is the new amount? 15,500. What is the old amount? 12,500. So what is the difference? Rupees 3,000 is the difference. So which means simple interest is 3,000 rupees. Now we have to calculate what is the rate of interest. Now since we got simple interest, we will write it here. Rate of interest will be is equal to simple interest into 100 divided by P into T. What is the simple interest we got? 3,000 into 100 divided by the principal is this one, first amount, 12,500 into term 4 years. 0 zeros gets cancelled. You can cancel it by 5, 5, 6 are 30 probably. 5 2s are 5 5s are again 25, 4s are 4 gets cancelled. So what do we have here? We have got 6% as the answer. Okay, this is quite simple, straightforward again, right? Yes, 6%. You can see some, yes, Asfia Sultana has typed something. 750 is, yes, I know. 750 is it? Okay. You mean to say if it is asked for 1 year, your point is valid. Asfia, your point is valid. If it is for 1 year, if we calculate simple interest for only 1 year, then correct. Then it will be 750 rupees because 3,000 rupees as you have pointed out, correct, 4 years. So 3,000 by 1 year, it will be 750. But if you observe carefully, for calculating, we have taken the time as 4 years only. 4 years we have taken. If you take it 1 year instead of 4 year, then you should take 750 here. Again, you will get the same answer. Okay. So instead of 3,000 rupees, if you take 750 rupees, then here instead of 4, you have to take 1 year. We have taken 4 years. Okay. Both logic, it is fine. Your logic is also correct. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Let's move to the next one. I hope this was quite easy. We'll move to the next one. Okay. Let's move to another question. An automobile financier claims to be lending money at simple interest, but he includes the interest every 6 months for calculating the principal. If he is charging an interest of 10%, the effective rate of interest becomes what? Okay. Here, what is happening here? Actually, he is not charging only simple interest. After 6 months, he is increasing again 10%. Okay. So let us try to observe what is happening here. For example, so two cases are there. It is for first 1 year, then after 6 months again one changes. It changes. Okay. So what is the principal? Let us assume the principal as, because it is not given 100 rupees. We will simply assume. Okay. Initially, the rate of interest is 10%. Okay. Initially, the rate of interest is 10%. Then, now let us find out. First case, first 6 months. 6 months means 1 by 2, because we have to write it in years, it will become 1 by 2. So first case, that is first 6 months. First 6 months, simple interest is equal to PTR by 100. What is P? 100 we have assumed. T means 1 by 2 into R means 10 divided by 100 again. Okay. So 100 gets cancelled here. 2 ones are 2 fives are. So we get rupees 5. This is for first 6 months. Now next 6 months. Next 6 months. What is he doing for the next 6 months? He is including this money with the principal. He says he includes the interest every 6 months for calculating the principal, which means initially our principal was 100 rupees. Initially our P was 100 rupees. But after this, what he did? P is equal to 100 plus this one, 5 rupees. So principal became 105 rupees for calculating for the next 6 months. So instead of 100 rupees, we are going to write 105 into again same 1 by 2 into 10 divided by 100. Okay. Again, I'm doing the calculations. We get the values as 5.25 rupees here. Okay. Since he increased 5 rupees here, we get the simple interest as 5.25 rupees. Okay. Now the effective rate of interest there are effective total. If effective means if you add what is the amount, it is 5 rupees plus 5.25 rupees. So 5 plus 5.25 becomes 10.25%. Actually, instead of becoming 10% interest, it is actually becoming 10.25% interest. Okay. Why this increase happened? Because after first 6 months, he added to the principal of 100 rupees, he added this simple interest 5 rupees extra. He added. Because of that, the simple interest became 5.25 instead of 5 for the next 6 months. So both 5 plus 5.25, 10.25% will be the effective interest. I hope this is clear. You got it? After 6 months means what you should do? Term, we should take it as 1 by 2 here. Okay. Can I have some response here? Yes, no? Okay, great. We'll move to the next one. A lent rupees 5,000 to B for 2 years and rupees 3,000 to C for 4 years on simple interest at the same rate of interest, and receive rupees 22,000 in all from both of them as interest. The rate of interest per annum. We have to calculate rate of interest here. Okay. So what is happening here? Basically, he lent, for example, to B. He has lent. This is for B. Then this is for C. So B, how much he lent? 5,000 rupees. So here we can say principal to B is how much? 5,000 rupees. Then 2 years. So time is 2. Same thing for C. Principal to C, 3,000 rupees. Time is 4 years. Okay. Now total simple interest he has got. Total simple interest he receives 2,200 rupees. Okay. So let us calculate PTR. We have to calculate interest. So PTR means here we have 5,000 into 2 into R by 100 plus again here 3,000 into 4 into R by 100 is equal to how much? 2200. Okay. So what will happen here is equal to 2200. If you multiply this 5000 to 2, it becomes 10,000 R, plus here it becomes 4 3s are 12. It becomes 12,000 R. This 100 is common, so 100 will remain in the denominator. This gets cross multiplied here, is equal to 25 into this 100, 2200 into 100. So 10,000 plus 12,000, you get 22,000 R is equal to 22,000 here. Once we send, yeah, one more, R is equal to this side, it becomes 22 double zeros, 4 zeros divided by 22 followed by 3 zeros. So everything gets cancelled. We get R is equal to 10%. Okay, so rate of interest is 10%. How did we get this? Let me just repeat it for you. A lent rupees 5,000 to B, which means principal given to B is 5,000 for 2 years. So time is 2 years. And same thing for the C, amount is 3,000 rupees for how many years? For 4 years. Okay, total simple interest from both 2,200 rupees from both together. So we will multiply the simple formula PTR by 100. P is 5,000, T is 2, R is R divided by 100. Same thing, PTR by 100. We add both of them because it is said in all from both of them as interest. So on doing the simplification, we get the rate of interest as 10%. I hope it is clear now. Okay, great. Thanks for confirming. Thank you. We'll move to the next one. A sum of rupees 725 is lent in the beginning of a year at a certain rate of interest. Okay, here again we have two things. In the beginning, it was given for certain rate of interest. It was going on. But after 8 months, what happened? A sum of rupees 362.5 more is lent. But at the twice of the rate. So the rate becomes double. Okay, so let us check how do we deal with these kind of problems. So first case, what happened? Sum of rupees was how much? It was first it was told sum of rupees is 725 rupees, and what else is given here? Time anyway, it was 1 year. It was for 1 year. So time was for 1 year. It was doing rate of interest. We don't know. We'll take it as R. This was first case. But after 8 months, what happened? After 8 months later, which means to 1 year, how many months are remaining? After 8 months means 4 months are remaining. So 4 by 12, we get 1 by 3 year. This is remaining. So what happened here was, so time will be 1 by 3 year here. First case, time will be 1 year, but here time will be 1 by 3 year. What is the rate of interest? It becomes twice the former rate. So R will become 2R here. Okay, R will become 2R. And then it says a sum of 362.5 more, which means here what happened? Initially, this money was there. Then after 8 months, they added this extra. So this become extra. We can say PB 362.50. It was added. At the end, total we received interest. Total interest was 33.50. Okay. So let us do. It means we have to add this one plus this one both. So in the first case, PTR is 725. P into T means 1 into R means R by 100. Plus second case, P means they have given this amount 362.50 sorry, into time means here we have only 4 months left. That's why it becomes 1 by 3 because we have only hardly 4 months left. So 1 by 3 into R is 2R. It becomes divided by 100 is equal to 33.50. Okay. So on doing the cross multiplication, this side we get 3,350 because this 100 gets cross multiplied here. Okay. And here we have 725R plus you get here when we multiply we get here 2175 R is equal to 33.50. We get, on solving this, we get R as, I'm not doing the complete mathematical calculation here because it will take some time to explain. I'm just doing the basic concept and giving you the final value. Okay, so that we can spend more time on understanding the concept rather than the calculations. Why you have taken time period to view? I'll tell you. Yes, yes. Good question. There it just says beginning of there. It is valid for 8 months. I'll tell you. Yeah. Yeah, your query is valid as yeah, here. What it says here is a sum of rupees 725 is lent in the beginning of the year. Okay. In the beginning of the year at a certain rate of interest. So the first case was for 1 year, it was decided 725 rupees will be there. 1 year rate of interest will be this much. So we will get some simple interest for this for 1 year. But what happened here? After 8 months, a sum of rupees 362.25 more is lent. So this is more extra amount. Apart from this was dedicated for 1 year completely 1 year. But after a month, they gave extra 362 rupees extra was given. At what rate of interest? Twice the rate of interest. This is extra money. Okay, twice the rate of interest. Okay, so what we did was, this we took as a general way, the normal way, whatever was decided, this is extra. It says extra. Yes, sum of month more is lent. Extra money is lent. So extra money for, and what is the time period remaining? It was only 1/3 year. That is 4 months were remaining. So 4/12, 1/3 year was remaining. We took this 1/3. At what was the rate of interest? Twice the rate of interest. That's why we took that separately. Okay, I hope I'm clear now. Okay, great. Thanks. Good. Thanks a lot. You're most welcome. Great. I really love it when you guys actually ask the queries. It's really good that you're interacting and you're asking the query. When you ask the query, it means you have actually understood the concept, but you need some clarifications. Okay, to convince yourself, you need some clarifications. So which means basically again you are thinking logically. Okay, you're thinking logically. That's why you're asking question. Okay, that's really good. I certainly encourage you guys asking questions and queries. I really appreciate it. Okay, thanks a lot. Keep it up. Can we move to the next question now, if it is clear to everyone? Can we move? Yes, great. Let's move. Okay, students, I repeat once again, please focus more on understanding the concept. Learning the shortcut, making the fast calculation, definitely you can learn. Do not worry about it. That's quite easy. You can learn. But understanding the concept of each topic is very important for you. Okay, so understand the concept. A man took a loan from a bank, okay, at a rate of interest 12% per annum, simple rate of interest. Okay, and what it's after 3 years he has to repay 5,400 interest only. Okay, now let us try to see what is given. Rate is given, rate of interest, that is R is 12% after 3 years, which means time is 3 years. He had to pay rupees 5,400 as interest. SI is how much? 5,400. Okay, principal amount we need to calculate. We need to calculate what is P. We know very well SI is equal to PTR by 100, which means P is equal to SI into 100, SI into 100 divided by this TR, T into R. Okay, so when we substitute the values, SI is how much? 5,400 into 100 divided by what is the T? Time period is 3 years into rate of interest is 12. It's quite simple here. You can see 12, 3 ones are, then 3 18s are. You can have here 6 2s are, 6 3s are. If you see again 2 into 150, so this become 15,000 rupees. So principal amount is 15,000 rupees, which is option C. Quite simple again. Very good. Asfiya, Sultana, Suhana, Taj, Anwar. Good, good. Nice to see you guys are solving it. That's really good. Okay. So I hope this concept is also clear. Can I move to the next one? Yes, we'll move to the next one. Okay. Come on. Try to understand now. A sum of money amounts to rupees 9,800 after 5 years and rupees 12,005 after 8 years at the same simple rate of interest. Okay. So now let us try to understand first. Whenever it is given that after 5 years, after 8 years, you need to simply do the subtraction. Okay. So we have to see the time gap also. Here it is for 8 years, it is for 5 years, which means we can calculate simple interest for 3 years. That is 8 minus 5. 3 years means 8 years minus 5 years is equal to 3 years. So we can calculate simple interest for 3 years. That is nothing but just the subtraction. That is 12,005 minus 9800. Okay. So we get 2,205 here. 2,205. This is for 3 years. Okay. If it is one year, we have to calculate simple interest for 1 year, means it becomes 2205 divided by 3. If you observe, for 3 years it is 2205. For 1 year, this will be 2205 by 3. Now, if you observe carefully, the question is the initial sum it is given. The initial sum given is for 5 years, which means we have to calculate simple interest for 5 years also to find out the principal. So 5 years means this 1 year, 2205 by 3 into 5. Simple. Into 5 we have to do. That's it. Okay. Into 5 we have to do. So when we do this, we get for 5 years we get 3,675 rupees as the simple interest for 5 years. So this is for 5 years. We have total amount for 5 years. Okay. So now we can simply calculate. We know principal is nothing but total amount minus simple interest. So total amount is 9,800 minus interest is 3,675, which means we get rupees 6,125 rupees as the principal amount for those 5 years. Now we have to calculate the rate of interest. So what we will use? We will use the same simple interest formula. So rate of interest is equal to simple interest into 100 divided by P into R. What is the simple interest? We have got 3,675 rupees for 5 years into 100 divided by what is the principal amount? 6,125 rupees into what is the rate of interest? The rate of interest is what we are supposed to calculate. Okay, into T. T is 5 years. So on solving this, we get rate of interest as 12%. Okay, so rate of interest will be 12%. Okay, how did we do this? Just I'll repeat you. These are some of common questions. They will give you a sum of money amounts to something for 5 years, something for 8 years. We just simply did the subtraction. We know 8 minus 5 means 3. So simple interest is 3 years. Whatever we got difference, it is for 3 years. We calculate how much it is for 1 year. Okay. And in the question, the first point given is for 5 years. So we calculated simple interest for 5 years. Then we simply did the subtraction from the total amount minus simple interest. What did we do here? Principal is nothing but total amount minus simple interest. We did. So we got the principal amount. Then we substituted this principal amount and this simple interest in the formula. Then we get rate of interest. Okay. I hope this was clear. Can I have some response here? Yes, no? Is that clear? Okay, very good, very good. Thank you. I appreciate your responses. Let us have a look. 12th question. Okay. So the 12th question is, what will be the ratio of simple interest earned by certain amount at the same rate of interest for 6 years and that for 9 years? Okay, we don't know the amount. We don't know the amount exactly. So what they say, certain amount. Certain amount means it can be, we'll just take it as P, We will take it as P. Certain amount means P. Amount remains same. Same rate of interest. Rate of interest is also same. But time will change. For first case, it will be 6 years. Another case, it will be 9 years. So let us try to find out the ratio. So first case, it will be P into T means 6. P into 6 into R by 100. First case. Second case, it will be P into 9 into R by 100. Now, since they are telling the ratio, we will simply divide them. Since they are asking the ratio, we will divide them. On dividing, this 100 and 100 will get cancelled. P and P will get cancelled. R and R will get cancelled. So what will remain? We have 6, we have 9. So 6 by 9 will remain. So 3 2s are, 3 3s are. Can we say the ratio is 2:3 now? 2:3 is the ratio. Yes, very good. Very good. So it is option C, 2:3. Okay. And guys, here, since you have understood the concept clearly now, so whenever this type of question is asked where it says same rate of interest and certain amount, only the difference between time years, you can straight away do the ratio, no problem. Now, since you have understood the basics, you can straight away do 6 by 9. That is 3 2s are, 3 3s are. Straight away you can put the answer. No need to do all these calculations in the exam, because here I just explained you the basic. That's it. Okay. So in the examination, when you get these questions, straight away you can do divide the ratio of the time. That's it. Fine. Let's move to another question. Yeah. A certain amount earns a simple interest of rupees after 7 years. So after 7 years, it is given. Okay, total amount is given. And then rate of interest is not given. That is telling, it has told, had it been more than 2%. Okay. So if you observe carefully here, nothing is clearly given. P is not given. Only T is given, 7 years. Except that even R is not given. Simple interest is also not given. Nothing is given here. Only time is given clearly. Total amount is given. Okay, it turns simple interest of this one. Sorry, simple interest is given 1,750. But to calculate this, we are missing on two different things here. To compare with some amount, we don't have any other year. So this question cannot be answered. So D cannot be determined. So option D we have to go. Data insufficient. The data is not enough for us to solve this problem. Okay. Fine. We'll move to the next one. Last question for the day. Last question. A person borrows rupees 5,000 for 2 years. Okay. At 4% simple interest. He immediately lends it to another person at 6% per annum. So amount remains same. Time remains same. Only the interest changes again. Okay. So now what we will do? Amount is 5,000 into time is 2 years and rate of interest is 4 divided by 100. Okay. Minus. So what is the here? 6%, right? So we'll take first one 6%. Same thing here. 500 into 2 into 4% by 100. Okay. So if we take out, if you solve this, we get this here 100 gets cancelled. 5 2s are 10, 10 into 6, 60 into this one. For what is it? We missed something else. 5,000 it is, sorry. Yeah. So this will be 600. Minus here again 100 gets cancelled. We have a 0. 2 4s are 8, 8 4s are 40. Then this is 400. So the gain is 200 rupees. Simple. Quite simple. We don't have this option here. This rupees 200 is for 2 years. Observe the trick here. Rupees 200 is for 2 years. The question is find the gain in transaction per year. 200 is for 2 years. So per year means 200 by 2, which is nothing but 100 rupees per year. Do we have this option? No, we don't have this option actually. So it will be option E, none of this if it is given. Okay. So it is 100 rupees per year. Okay. Yes. Okay. Great. Fine, guys. I appreciate even this being the weekend also you guys participate. That's really nice to see. I can say regularly see those 14 to 15 students are regular always. and even they have joined today also. You guys have joined today also in spite of being a Sunday. I really appreciate all of your presence here. This shows that you guys are quite committed and serious to learning. Okay, I really appreciate that. Keep up that nice attitude. You'll definitely go a long way. You'll achieve a lot of success. Okay. With this, I thank you once again for your time and appreciate you and wish you all the best. We'll meet again soon. Okay. Until then, take care. Bye bye.